apart. Shoulders back and relax. So really long spine. And just tuck through the tailbone to get the pelvic floor switched on. So I'm just going to take your breath, nice deep breath in, and then exhale out. So nice deep breath in, and then exhale out. As you exhale, really draw into your pelvic floor, and then pull the belly button towards your spine. Nice deep breath in, and then exhale out. So take that breath, deep breath in, and exhale out. Just relax your hands, just going to sink down and up very gradually, very slowly. So when you're bending through the knees, just make sure the knees are on top of the ankles. Your bum slightly back, and then really draw into that pelvic floor. Big inhale, big exhale. So on that exhale breath, really zip this core tight. So just hold it here. Nice deep breath in again, and then exhale out. So cut that breath in. Fill up that rib cage, exhale out. And again, so nice deep breath in, and then exhale out. So just keep this nice and flowing, and just make sure that you keep your back nice and straight. The shoulders remain above your hips. So take that breath, big inhale, exhale out. So we're going to take the breath in, and then exhale out. And I'm just going to go from side to side really gradually. Good. And then just take the hands down and then across. And then just start to turn a little bit more from the rib cage. So make sure the foot is in line with your knee, and then those two are in alignment. So as you're bending the knee, make sure you're going over the middle of the foot. Big inhale, big exhale. So as you're starting to warm up, just start to turn a little bit more through the rib cage. Your shoulders stay nice and lifted. Take that breath. So come back to that center. Deep breath in, big inhale, and then rise up. So take that breath in, big inhale, and then rise up. So take your breath in, big inhale, and then rise up. Big inhale, exhale, and then just come across. There, so take your breath in, big inhale, rise up, and then come across. So you're getting lower, and then lift up, so you're nice and straight again. So take your breath, big inhale, exhale, and lift, and then come to the side again. So let's come again. Big inhale, exhale, lift, bigger stretch over. Come back to your center, take your breath. So you're squatting down further, but then re-lengthening. So draw that breath in, lift it up, and then coming across. Take your breath in, lift on up, and then come across. Come back to your center. Just knee bend gradually, so just a wide leg squat, but a little bit slower. That's the one. Really focus into that pelvic floor. Then I'm going to turn that heel and then turn through the ball of the foot. So lift up that back heel, back nice and straight. So I'm coming down and up now. And the second knee is dropping down towards the ground a little bit further as you're warming. So then I'm going to turn back through, just lift up the heels as you're doing that. Come back to that center. So all the time, just keep that tail tucked under, the shoulders lifting. Really squeeze and knit into that core. Nice job. So I'm going to lift up the ball of the foot on the other side, lift up the heel and rotate round. So I'm looking at that knee being in line with the ankle, and that second knee just dropping just beneath the hip. So each time getting lower and lower. Really focus, pull into your core. Come back to your center. Take your breath in. Big inhale, rise, and then stretch over. Come back to the center. Take your breath. Rise up. Drop your shoulders so you're relaxing through your shoulder blades. Come again. So deep breath in. Lift on up, stretching over, coming a little bit further than last time. Deep breath in, lift on up, exhale over. Come back to that center, relax your hands down, just squat through. So you're making sure the knees are on top of the ankles. You're squeezing through that pelvic floor. Nice job. So I'm going to pivot round again. So pick up the right ball of the foot, pivot round, and then pick up through the left. So adjust that so you're hip distance when you're on the angle, and then come on down. getting a little bit further and really drawing into your core. Pressing through that front heel. Come back to your center. Realign yourself and bending into the knees. That's it. So zipping up through that pelvic floor. Maybe getting a little bit lower, but your shoulders stay lifted. So we're going to turn around again to the other side. So pick up the ball of the foot. Turn, pick up the back heel on the right. There. Adjustment there. Sink on down. So your hip distance, we're not tightrope walking. And focus on really pulling through the lower belly, sinking down a little bit further each time. Shoulders remain above the hips. Come back to that center. Now I'm just going to go from side to side. There. So this time I'm going to just let the hands just float round. So you're turning through the rib cage. There. Warming up through your back, warming up through your hips. And getting your legs switched on, so you're feeling the warmth coming in through your legs, and feeling that connection through your core. Nice job. And release that through. Take the breath in, big inhale, rise up, stretch a little bit longer. Come again, so deep breath in, come lower, lift on up, stretching over. Just feel that side bend. Take that breath in, lift on up, feel the power through the legs. Exhale out, come again, so take a breath, big inhale up, and then come over. Nice job, so we're going to just release that through, bring the feet in, so I'm just going to squat here, and then lift up, there, so push back, and then lift up, so you don't have to lift off the heels if you're not ready, so you can break that down, we've done enough squatting, there, and lift on up. Keep that core engaged as you push your hips back. There, big inhale, exhale, and just release that through. Float down gently. Exhale. So I'm just going to open up the hands. Big inhale, open up. Come back to your squat. Big inhale. Exhale, just open up. So bow and arrow. Come again. Now this time I'm going to step out, but you don't have to. Come back to your center. Good, step out, bow and arrow. There, come back to the center. Exhale, draw that belly in. Bow and arrow. So you can just do your bow and arrow if you're not sure. Come again. One more time. Exhale out. Come back to your center. Just squat and then lift up. And then rise. Squeeze into your bum and thighs here. Make that connection. Nice job. Should be feeling nice and warm now. Just do one more and then we'll float down. Big inhale, exhale, slowly float the hands down. Nice job. So I'm going to come onto the mat. So I'm just going to make sure that you can see me okay with the mat and make sure you have enough space as well. So make sure you've got enough space. Actually, I'm just going to adjust this camera a little bit so make sure that you can see me. That's it, so you're going to stand towards the front of the mat, feet together or hip distance apart. Take the breath in, big inhale. Now I'm going to bend into the knees and draw into the core. So really bending a lot into the knees, thumbs beside your little toes. I'm going to step the right leg back, big inhale to lunge. So you're arched over here, you've lifted the forehead, exhale back to downward facing dog. Trying to get the heels to come down a little bit more, head between the elbows. Come forward to plank, half plank, or box if you're not sure. So I'm going to go half plank first, release the back toes, slowly come down halfway, and then just come through to your Cobra, and then if you fancy it, come on up to your upward facing dog. Squeeze your bum and thighs, tuck under, exhale breath. Try to get more heels down, bend into the knees. You're going to lunge the right leg forward again, next to the thumb. Big inhale, lengthen out the back, lift the forehead, exhale back. Let's come again, big inhale up. So you can just do a little bit of an arch here, squeeze your bum and thighs, exhale, float down. So bend into the knees, thumbs next to your little toes, left leg comes back. Big inhale, lift up through the forehead and press out through the back heel. Now step back and exhale to downward facing dog. Now you're going to come forward to half plank or plank if you want to, or box position. So I'm going to lower down, just lower that chest down, then I'm going to slide through to your Cobra, squeeze your bum and thighs, upward facing if you fancy it. Tuck the feet under, exhale, back to downward facing dog. Bend into the knees, you're going to get that left leg to come forward. Big inhale to lunge. Push out that back heel, get that energy, step the right leg back in. Rise up. Squeeze into your bum and thighs, squeeze into that pelvic floor. Bend into the knees, really pull up through that belly. We're going to step back right again. Big inhale, come on back, lengthen out further. So step back, exhale to downward facing dog, heels down more than you think you can. Roll forward to plank, half plank or box. So we're going to gently lower down, keep that core engaged. So you can go straight through to upward facing if you're strong enough. Tuck under, exhale, back to your downward facing. Bend into the knees, inhale, right leg comes back in. Inhale to lunge. Lengthen out, exhale, step forward. Take a nice deep breath in as you rise. Make that arch if you want and squeeze into your glutes. Exhale, slowly come on down. So more belly to thighs, bend into the knees. Left leg back, inhale, breath. Really lengthen that out. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Get those heels down a little bit further. Roll that spine so you can come on down to your 3/4 plank, and you don't have to go straight to your upward facing if you don't want to. Squeeze your bum and thighs there, tuck under. Exhale, breath. Press those heels down, bend into the knees. Left leg comes back, inhale. Inhale to your lunge, lift up, step forward, and exhale. Bending into the knees, gently rise up. Squeeze your bum and thighs. Come again, exhale, breath, really pin that core tight. Step back, right leg comes back, inhale to lunge, lengthen out, step back. Now really getting warm and pliable, so more heels down if you can. Now really articulate that spine, slowly come on forward, drop to the knees if you need to. Slowly come on down, let's go to upward or to Cobra. Squeeze into your bum and thighs there, tuck under. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. So now bend into the knees, right leg comes back, inhale to your lunge. Use that energy to come forward, step forward left, bend into the knees. Big inhale and rise. Squeeze your bum and thighs there. Exhale, draw into your pelvic floor, pin that belly away. Step back with the left, inhale back to lunge, really find that length. Step back and breathe out to your downward facing. Feet at hip distance at the back. Roll forwards to plank, half plank or box position. Gently lower down. Keep that core engaged as you come up. Squeeze into your bum and thighs. Now tuck under. Exhale back to downward facing dog. Bend the knees, left leg comes back. Inhale to your lunge. Find that length, step that right leg back in, exhale, bend into the knees, big inhale and rise. Squeeze your bum and thighs there, exhale, gently relax the hands down. Nice job, so I'm going to come away from the mat, just move it a little bit and step out nice and wide. That's it, so make sure you've lined up your toes so they're level. Take your breath in. Big inhale, exhale out. Take your breath in. Big inhale, exhale out. Just soften your breath. Relax into your shoulder blades. And exhale out. I'm going to take the right leg over. So I'm going to bend into the knee. So your heel slotting back into your arch. Now find that length and really open up through that chest. Yeah, so I'm going to stay in that camera angle. Their option to rise that heel up, that makes it a bit harder. Now really push into that back heel. Now elongate away, find the thigh. Option 1, you can drop that heel down anytime. Option 2, and then more with a hand if you can. Looking underneath. Focus on that core, keep drawing in. Gently come on up to your sun warrior. Squeeze into your bum and thighs. Lengthening through, squeezing this side here through the heel to engage through that core and relax the heel down. So I'm going to cut the corner and steer round to the other side. So left knee on top of ankle and find your warrior two position. Keep that length, tailbone tucked under, reach to the back so you're nice and centered there. Option to lift up so the knee comes on top. Anytime you can drop down. Now really tighten up that belly and find that breath and press that back heel down on the right. So elongate away to extended warrior, find that length there. So option to stay there, option to come across and to drop there. So keep pushing into that back heel, squeezing into your bum and thighs. Come on up to your sun warrior. Keep that knee on top of the ankle. Keep that power in that back heel. Bend the knee more, stretch back more. Come back to your center, find your breath. Big inhale, exhale out. Come again. Nice deep breath in. And then exhale out. Soften the shoulder blades. So option here to lift up through onto your ball of foot and exhale. So pick up that breath, find that energy through the legs. Good job. Keep that focus point ahead of you. Just let that breath come and go. Superb. And just relax the hands, relax the feet down. I'm going to lengthen through, so pivot round. So lift the ball of the foot and lengthen this leg now. Now energize through that core and find length across the body. Relax your hands. So your left foot is slightly inwards like a doorstop. And then find more length here. So you can take this to where you feel comfortable. So if you have a block here, you could use it there. Or you can just hold onto your foot or there, whatever feels better for you. So keep that, turning that ribcage towards me and keep your hand pointing up. So option to look up. Find that breath. Nice job. And just release that through. Steady, come on up. Come on up. And then you're going to bend into that knee and find length here. So you don't have to lift that back leg off if you don't feel like it. So you can just find the back leg still on the floor. So keep that challenge lifting. So the hips are out towards me. So you're square on to the camera, square on. And then gently come on down. Nice job. So I'm going to turn the other side. So pivot through. So your toe is facing the side. And your right toe is inwards, pushing down through that heel. Find more length. You can have a little bit of a bend, but more length up. So imagine you've got that big body stocking drawing you in. Exhale out, relax your shoulders. Keep pressing into the back heel, finding that length as you evolve more and more. So stretch out more to the other side. Take it to where you feel comfortable. So you don't have to go too low. You can grab the ankle. Big inhale, exhale. Keep lengthening that front leg. But your knees slightly bent. Keep the rib cage open. Find that stretch and find your core as you're going to need it now. So option 1, option 2 to lift and lower, option 3 to really lift on up. So slightly knee bent on the left hand side. Keep that back leg coming up as much as you can. Find that focus ahead of you. Keep your breath. Come on down. Feel your breath flow. Big inhale. Lift on up if you wish. There. So come again. So draw that core tight. Drop the heels down anytime you want to. Big inhale. Exhale and lift. Find that leg. So I'm going to bend into the knees. Draw that core tight. Big inhale. Exhale and lift. Find that length through your back. Gently release that through. So I'm going to cut the corner again through that left and pivot round. So bending into the knee, really squeezing. So back into that bent knee position and then find that breath. Big inhale, exhale. Nice job. So you can stay there or you can lift up that heel for more challenge and more stretch. So this time I'm going to elongate through. Come on back to your extended warrior. There, and this time I'm just going to revolve round back into your sun warrior. So draw that core tight. Come again, find that length. Find that length. find that foot if you can, or just lean up onto the knee if you wish. Keep bending through that front knee. Big inhale, roll on back. Squeeze into your bum thighs, bend a knee more, stretch back more. Come back to your center. Big inhale up. Exhale, so you can lift up if you wish, or keep the heels down. Nice deep breath in. Feel that length in your spine here, and the strength through your legs. So really getting that leg position going, those legs going. So you're going to cut the corner again with the right foot. So it's pushing back, so you've got that energy through that heel. Feel that breath come in, so really widen out. Option to lift. Relax the shoulders and keep that knee bent so you're right on top of that ankle. Keep squeezing into your glutes. Find your length. So option there, or keep stretching through the rib cage, tail under, and really push into that back heel. Now find that breath here. So you can bend the knee more, stretch back more. Come on back to your extended warrior, so find that length again, revolving through. There, big inhale, keep pressing through that back heel, squeezing into your glutes. Come on back. Now bend more through the knee, keep squeezing there, finding more stretch through the rib cage. So you're opening up that rib cage away from the hip, squeezing the glutes, and relax that down. Come again into your breath. Big inhale, exhale up, heels up or down. Come again, so take your breath in, nice long spine, and exhale up. Superb. Just walk it in, toe heel it in, gradually come in, and then you're going to pick up through your breath. So you can stand with the feet together or slightly apart. So just take the knee up and really pull up into your core and revolve that back leg round. And I'm standing too close to the back wall. There, so there we go. So hips are down towards the ground, back leg can come way up. Bending into that front knee, relax your head and neck, draw in, come again. So you're going to lift up with the knee, so draw into that core, gently revolve round. So you're stretching through the hip, keeping your balance point, so you can touch down if you need to. There, so touch the back leg down if you want to, or find that length. Find that length at the back, so you can touch down if you need. Keep squeezing into that back leg. Draw that leg in, find that breath. So I'm going to just come forward a tad, so you can stand on or off your mat completely. So I'm just going to move that a little way. So you can bring the feet together or slightly apart, so you don't have to lift up. So you're going to lift the breath up, big inhale, revolving round. There, so you can use your hands for balance, or you can just have them on your hips. So I'm going to bend into that front knee and lengthen out that back leg a little bit more. So keep that core connection through that pelvic floor, and super duper, just draw that back in. So lifting up the breath with the knee, big inhale, exhale out, revolving round. Good, so really focus through that pelvic floor, find that length and your balance. Bending into the front knee, lengthen out the back leg, really engaging through that core. Relax your head and neck. Just keep going as far as you can. Slide the back leg back in. Come again, so nice deep breath in. Big inhale, exhale and open out. This time flaring out a little bit more. Maybe finding a bit of length. Lengthening out to the back, hips to the ground. Just square on now. Find that core stability. Find that pelvic floor. Bending into that knee. Keep that back leg coming as much as possible. Slide that back leg in. Feel that breath come back. Fill up that rib cage. Exhale out. Gradually come on out so you can find more length. If you feel good about that, or keep that knee bent, revolve round. Draw into your pelvic floor here. So you don't have to go as far. Keep the back foot down if you need to. And find that length. Really drawing into that pelvic floor. Gently slide that back leg in gracefully. Feel that breath come up. Lift up off the heels if you're ready. squeeze into your bottom thighs. You can just arch back a little way. Exhale back to your center, hands beside you, and then pull back. Really like you're being lifted from the sternum. Squeeze your bottom thighs, gently release the heel down. Nice job. So I'm going to come back to just a stretch, a quad stretch, but I'm going to go thumb to big toe and then find more length here. So find that length at the back. So keep that knee behind you. Keep that back leg coming again. Dancer's pose, so you can focus onto a point ahead of you and then exhale down. Superb. So we're going to lengthen out the other hand. Thumb to big toe. Find more length here. Keep pressing that back hand or the back foot into the back hand and then lift up the body. There, so you squeeze your bum thigh, keep the knee behind you. Gently relax that down. Take your breath in. Big inhale, exhale down through that center. Come again, go the other way. And exhale down. Just find that focus ahead. Cross the right leg over, right hand under, and left hand comes on top. So you can link up there, or you can just have that there. Okay, so I'm going to just link up there, push back through the bum, find that core stability. So really lift the belly away, so you can curl that leg round, optional, and then lift up through the elbows. That's the one. Big inhale, exhale. Now drop the elbows in. Gently just relax through the hands. And then lift back up. Good. Sink back a little bit more. And wrap around more if you can. So you can touch this toe down if you need to. And keep that focus point. Then look away if someone's wobbling next to you. Big inhale, exhale. And just relax out. Nice job. So I'm going to go left leg over, bend into the knees, bend into the hips, left hand under, take the right hand on top, option, or there, whatever's easier for you. So if you need to hold it there, that's fine. So we're going to wrap round, but you don't have to touch down. There. So really pull into your belly and bend into your knee. Draw into your elbows, into your belly. Just relax through your spine. Focus ahead or point on the floor. Big inhale, come back up. So you're feeling a stretch across the shoulder blades, you're opening up the back and finding your balance and your core. Big inhale, exhale and release that through. Nice job. Roll the shoulders back, take that breath in. Fantastic job. So I'm going to come back onto your mat. So this time I'm going to stand forward again, take your breath in. So take the breath in, big inhale, exhale into your forward fold. So bend into the knees, so you can step the right leg back and then the left leg into your downward facing dog. So drop the heels down a little bit further, head between the elbows. I'm going to lift up the right leg, so really open up, push the heel down, really try and keep your core strength here. And then just gently, I'm going to lunge this leg to the outside. So take that breath in, lunging to the outside. Just find your breath here. You can drop down onto the knee if you want to, or keep pushing through that back heel. Big inhale, exhale. Come on, back to your downward facing dog, exhale. So lift up that left leg. Reach up, drop the heel down, really find that opening up, dropping into the heel. Gently just take that left leg to the outside of that left hand, so you can drop down if you want to, find that length. Keep that core stability there. Nice job. Now come on back to your downward facing dog, exhale. Gently drop to the knees, sink back, just stretch out through your spine. And find your breath. Come to a box position, just curl your spine and then flatten out. Come again, so curl that spine and then flatten out. Keep that core connection. Sink on back. Try and reach a little bit more, and then a bit more. Maybe just have a bit of a release there, and relax into your back and hips, and take your breath. So I'm going to come up to downward facing again. So tuck under, back to your downward facing. I'm going to lift up the right leg again, and really open up through that hip now, but keep straight at the front. There, so straighten at the front, but just lift on up, drop the back heel, and then we're going to take the knee between the two hands. So taking the knee between the two hands. Option 1 to sit to the side, 2 find that length, 3. So pigeon pose out of yoga, so drop through that hip in towards the heel. So if you're there, just drop in. Nice job, and then just walk that forward. And exhale, and just let it all go here. So just let your breath go. Big stretch through your glutes and your hip, and exhale out. Just relax through that chest more. Open up those elbows more. Drop down further. Gently come on back and keep that power through that back leg. So keep squeezing that back leg. So you can sit to the side now, or go straight to a quad stretch. So thumb to big toe, and just hold it there. Find that leg through that front hip. It's quite a deep quad stretch, so if you need to sit to the side, like I showed you before, just do that. Draw into the pelvic floor here, really pull it in. So it's drawing in through your center, and exhale, just relax that through. We're gonna power back up into your downward facing dog. This time, try to get more heels down towards the ground. Head between the elbow, really press the seat bones high, seat bones come up, drop the heels, find length in that left leg, and open up the hip, keep that core engaged straight at the front, head stays between the elbow, press into the palms, feel that core connection, and we're going to take that left knee between the two thumbs, so I'm going to lay it out to the side, so if you need that quad stretch afterwards there, find length. So I'm going to shuffle that knee out, so you're out to the side. Make sure your knee joint feels okay. So you're going to draw the hip towards the heel there and power up that back leg. Really zip in through the belly button and through the centre of your pelvic floor. Big inhale, exhale. As you exhale, just release everything more towards the ground. And then just find more length in front of you, really letting go. There we go. So you can just find wherever you feel more beneficial in this stretch. So if you want to just move to the side and come back to that centre. And as you let your breath go, just sink that breastbone down. Open up the elbows. You can chill out here for a sec. Just let it go. So on that exhale breath, just sink down through your chest. Find that core connection. So keep that core connection as you walk it in. So walk it in, find that power through that back leg, and then thumb to big toe. So if you need to sit to the side, that's great. Draw that in. So thumb to big toe, just hold it there. It's quite a deep quad stretch. And stretching your shoulder as well. And I find it's quite heavy on the hips as well. Superb. So just keep that core connection as you relax that down. Superb. So we're going to come back to your downward facing dog. Power up. So downward facing dog. Get those heels down. Head between the elbows. Now we're going to gently just come forward through to your plank position and just hold there. So just hold that plank position. Relax into your head and neck, but keep that tension through the lower belly. And just relax that out. Just sink on back and just chill out there. Superb. So the best thing I think I'm going to do is just come to the side now. So make sure that you're on the mat and that you feel that your knees are supported. So we're going to just take the knees out a little bit more and drop to the elbows. So make sure that you're on the mat and just relax the knees away. So keep your knees in line with the ankles here and just sink on down. So just let that stretch happen in between the inside thighs. Keep that core connection. Just relax into that stretch. As you feel that tension easing, just open a little bit more through the hips. Quite a deep hip stretch. There, so if it's too much, just prop yourself back up. And then I'm going to sink on back. So big toes together and sink on back. There, just keep it nice and wide. Then I'm going to come over into a stretch, a Hindi type stretch here. So if that's a bit much, just sit up more. So I'm going to come down to a Hindi stretch and really open up through. So it took me ages to get my heels down here. Just open that through. So you can sit back any time, or we're going to work the core as well now. So take your heels together. So I'm going to do crow. So your hands are just underneath the shoulders. Really zip your belly tight, and then place the knee between the elbow and the shoulder, so you're there, and then hook into the other one. If it's your first time doing this, maybe put a towel there or something, or you're at home, so maybe grab a cushion, a bit of support there. So just draw into your belly. Just do this one leg at a time to begin with. So just try one leg, and then switch down, and then lift the other leg up. So once you've got that, and then you can come into your focus here. Really squeeze your pelvic floor tight, because you really need it. So there, see, I lost my balance, so I just drop that toe down. So really squeeze into your belly and keep that focus. And then come back to a Hindi type squat. So just open up a little bit more there and find that core connection as you're pushing the heels towards the ground. So if you want to come up and squat, that's fine. If you want to leave this bit out and just watch, that's fine. So what I've done is put my hands down. I've drawn the heels together back to your crow. So really zip up through that pelvic floor. Really hollow that belly in. Lift it right up towards your back. So keep that breath flowing, because you're going to need to exhale, but pull into your core. So you're going to come back and bend into the knees. So you can just hook yourself in there, see how you feel about it. Just do one leg for now, and then once you get more confident, you can start to lift the other leg up. So really engagement through your belly button, and keep your exhale breath going. Keep your focus ahead towards the ground, gently back. Come back to your Hindi type squat, so you can squat a little bit higher if you need to. Gently chill out, come on back to the knees, take it out again, back to this stretch here, see how you feel. Elbows come down, just let the knees come apart a little bit more, zip into your pelvic floor. Exhale, just relax. So that should have warmed you up. So you're going to let those hips go out a little bit more. So keep the ankles in line with the knees, and make sure that you're comfortable on your mats with your knees and your ankles. Gently come on back, sit back to your downward facing, to your child's pose, and chill for a sec. Maybe just move it from side to side. Big inhale, exhale. Gently just roll to the floor, to the front. So you can either roll back or gently come to the ground and then slowly across. So I'm going to come on back and keep that tightness in your core. Now exhaling through your mouth. So you can just lift up one leg, exhale and down. So big inhale, so you're really working on the core. So if you feel ready, squeeze that pelvic floor tight and imprint ribcage to hip as you lift the other leg up. And then you're going to just drop down there. Drop down there. Otherwise, exhale and reach. Come back in. There we go. So the knees stay hinged above your hips. And keep that length happening through. So exhale and inhale. Exhale, inhale. Really tighten up. Breathing out, breathing in. Exhale and inhale. Come again. Exhaling, inhaling, exhaling, inhaling. Just relax back. So you can just relax on the floor or just hold it there with a stretch and elongate the legs out. So only go as far as your lower back can manage. So I'm going to stretch there and find length. So I'm going to elongate out, come back in. There, reach up. Find that length. So you don't have to lift up the head and neck, you can just keep that down. Big inhale, exhale out, and really tighten up, sit that core tight. So stretching through the hips, exhale, find that core. Just stay there, relax the head and neck. So you can touch down if you need to. So I'm going to bend into the knee, exhale out. Bend into the knee, exhale out. Then I'm going to take it to the side and then back. Breathing out, breathing in. So you're breathing out there because you're crunching in through the oblique. So you're reaching the opposite rib cage to the hip. Exhale out. Breathing out. Squeeze your core tight. And just chill here for a sec. So I'm going to just draw the legs back in. This I'm going to tap and then find leg there. So I'm going to tap and just hope I haven't got a hole back there. Put my sewing skills to good use. So really squeeze your pelvic floor. Exhale and lengthen. So I'm going to tap, 2, 3. Exhale and reach. So tap, 2, 3. Really engaging in the core. Exhale. Again, so tap, 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 exhale, back. So really focus on your pelvic floor here, exhale and reach, come again. That's the one, relax your head and neck, lift up if you can. Just do a couple more, squeeze into your pelvic floor, exhale, superb. Come on back, and come back to this one, find that leg. I'm going to draw that in, exhale out. Breathing out and tightening up. There, exhale. So you don't have to do this one. We're going to reach up a little bit further. Come on back. Relax the head and neck. Big inhale, exhale and tighten. Big inhale, exhale, tighten. We're going to lift on up. Reach on up. Come on back. Draw the knee in. Big inhale, exhale, really tighten. Big inhale, fill up the rib cage, exhale, tighten. Stretch here, you can have a breather, feet on the floor. We're going to go tap, tap, tap. Exhale and reach. Again, so really squeeze into your core. Exhale, reach. Tap, 2, 3. Exhale out. So really focus, pull in the pelvic floor. Belly button towards your spine, towards the mat. Really pull in. So you've got one muscle drawing in through the pelvic floor, holding that center, and the other muscle just drawing in like you're putting on your jeans. So you're keeping those to 30% while you're exhaling on top and keeping that wideness of your breath. There we go. And you're stretching and you're toning at the same time. So draw that back in. Big inhale, exhale, right leg down. Exhale, left leg down. Relax your hands through. So you're going to go from side to side. Just release your back out. There, big inhale, exhale, really widen out through the shoulders and keep your hands and your shoulders on the ground. Just mobilizing that lower body. Superb. So we're going to draw the feet in towards the bum and come on up. So just the pelvic tilt to begin with and zip up through that core. Okay, otherwise I'm going to lift on up. Come on up and really squeeze up into your bum and thighs. So you don't have to lift up off the heels, okay? You can just keep the heels down, you can just stay on the tilt. So relax the fingertips, big inhale, exhale, down. Squeeze it all in. Big inhale, exhale, exhale. Keep squeezing your bum and thighs. Big inhale, find that length. Inhale, exhale down. Keep squeezing and lifting the bum. Big inhale, exhale, just do 2 more. Keep lifting up through the bum, lifting up through the hips. Exhale, sit that pelvic floor as well. Big inhale, exhale up, inhale, exhale down. Gently heels down and then roll your spine down towards the ground. Gently roll up or go to one side if you need to. So just roll up, coming back to your child's pose. Just sink through and chill. You're going to take the right hand through, just stretch your shoulder, add a bit of a twist, relax through. Elbows and then lift on up stretch for your spine, and then find that length again. Re-lengthen, just chill, maybe move this about just to feel that extra stretch. So you get your stretch where you need to, you find your own release. Take your left hand through, relax your head and neck. So you're going to go to the elbow there and push up, only if you want to. So I'm pressing the back elbow, so the palms are in between, there, into prayer position. And then find that length there. Superb. Big inhale, exhale, come to your box. We're going to take the right leg to a lunge, but I'm first of all to downward facing dog. There, so you've got that energy coming through. So big inhale, I'm going to lunge through the middle. So then I'm going to touch the back knee down and re-lengthen that toe. Now you can either stay down or come on up. There, so find your core strength here. Then I'm going to go left hand to right outside thigh, then I'm going to wrap round. There, so option to lift on up. So I've really tucked around, and then again, option to find that length there. Keep lengthening out through the back. Now gently just come on back knee comes down, and then I'm going to find a bit of stretch through that front leg there. So nose to knee. You can elongate that away if you're ready. If not, just keep it where it is. Just focus on that stretch. So as you feel that release through the hamstring, just lengthen out a little bit more. So you don't have to go as low, because I'm feeling quite warm, so the warmth will help you get there. Keep engaging in through that core as well, even though you're in that stretch position. Just feel that breath come and go, find that length. So I'm going to bring you back into a lunge position. So just make sure your mat is okay. Come back to your lunge. I'm going to tuck the back leg under and take this right leg back to your downward facing dog. Exhale. Lift up the sit bones. Drop the heels a little bit more. You can play around here, cycle it out if you want to, engaging in the core. I'm going to lift up that back left leg, come through to a lunge. There we go. So you can drop to the knee. And just hold it there, relaxing the back toe for now. Feel that stretch through. I'm going to take the right hand across there and just do a low wrap. So you don't have to lift on up. So I'm going to power up that back leg, lift on up. So I've just turned into the left knee, and I'm going to find length at the back. Now pull up into your pelvic floor, find that length, find the length in the back heel, press that out. Find that energy, press it out. Big inhale, exhale. Gently I'm going to come on back, come down again, back knee down. So I'm going to lengthen out the back toe, and then I'm going to find length in the left hamstring. So if it's too much, just bend back into it and then come back out into it. So kind of do 10 seconds on and 10 seconds off. There, so find that length in that left leg. So as you feel that tension easing, just feel that coming up a little bit more. So if you feel too tight, if it's too much, just bring it back in. So keep that core connection, just let go. Let go of that breath, find that stretch. Use your breath just to calm you and find that breath. Keep that hamstring going. Gently come on back to a lunge. So I'm going to bring that foot back in. So if the mat rolls up, just take it back. Come back to a lunge. I'm going to push back to your downward facing dog. Exhale. So lift up the seat bones. Drop more heels. Keep that length. So I'm going to take the right hand to the opposite thigh or the calf. And come on back. And just chill out here for a sec. Just chill out in your child's pose while I just take this music back. Actually, I don't know what's happened to the music here. That's cool. So from your child's pose, just chill. Bring it back to a cat stretch. Here, stretch your back to your downward facing dog, exhale. Nice job. So I'm going to take the left hand to the outside of the right thigh or the calf. So you're twisting there, but keep your length and your straightness. Exhale back. Then come back to your plank here for a sec, engaging in your core. Big inhale, exhale. Just touch the knees down, sink on back. Relax your head and neck. Gently revolve round, come to the front. So take your breath in, big inhale. So bend the knees, touch the thighs or wherever you can get to. So I'm just taking my hands to the base of my feet and then relaxing, pointing the toes away, dropping the nose between, gently unrolling. Do that one more time, take your breath in. So bend into the knees, bend into the ankles, reach over, then find a little bit more length there, toes away, flare the elbows out, nose drops between, so you're really stretching out the base of your spine and your back. Gently roll up, slowly roll up. So I'm going to come back to the ground, so I'm going to just tuck under and just gently roll back to the ground. Gradually coming back. So I'm going to take the right leg, holding from the back of the thigh or the calf. Now press the heel away. Just feel that tension releasing through the back of the knee. And as you let your breath go, just try to find more stretch. So as it eases away, find more stretch. Then I'm going to point the toe away and I'm going to elongate the second leg, but you don't have to. Engaging in the core. I'm going to lift them up, so you don't have to. So I'm going to just wrap round a little bit more, just to ask more of that hamstring stretch. So try to elongate to get rid of any tension there and to re-lengthen, especially now we're all sitting at home quite a lot. This is so important to try and get this to re-lengthen. And gently going to fold that knee, gently roll back. Big exhale and relax that down. So I'm going to just change over. Big inhale, exhale up. Find that flow of breath. So press through the heel and really get straight. So if you need to go there to get straight, just do it and then keep building up. Because if you're bending your knee, you will end up just stretching your hamstring there and taking away the crux of the stretch, which is behind the knee. So if it's bent for now and you've just started, that's okay, but just try to do a little bit with it straight, even if it means you're losing some of that height. So then I'm going to point the toe away and I'm going to lengthen, so you don't have to. So then once you've pointed the toe away, you can draw it in a little bit more if it allows you. Engage in the core. I'm just lifting the second leg, just 1 or 2 inches off. Not really a lot, and find that length. Big inhale, just keep drawing it in towards you. Let that breath go and get that hamstring stretch back. Bend into that right knee. Exhale and roll down. Exhale and release that through. Just open up. This time I'm going to land on that right hand side. Option to take that leg there to lengthen or to assist. Keep the back shoulder down. So really letting that energy out. Big inhale, exhale. Just keep dropping that foot towards the ground, but the back shoulder's down. Engaging in the core. Slowly roll to the other side, so maybe you can see me there a little bit better. So just relax your shoulders here. If you need to adjust the knees, that's fine. Take that top leg, back shoulder down. Elongate away. All there. Keep that breath, back shoulder down. So if it lifts up, it just means you haven't got a true twist. That's it. Just stack the knees, come on back, find length, stretch out, and I'm going to roll up or come to the side if you need to. So steady, come on up. So you can sit cross-legged or nice and straight. Big inhale, stretch over and switch side. Exhale, I'm just wondering if I've got a big hole there. and just relax that through. Well done everybody, excellent job. Namaste, take care. If you want to stay and just chill and meditate, that's fine. So I'm more of a doing person than sitting there talking through. But just to give you a couple of pointers, just reconnect with your breath. As you inhale, just feel your muscles lighten, and then as you exhale, just feel your frame sinking. Just take a time just to chill out. So I'm going to tuck under and then just gently roll up, because I'm going to come switch the camera off. Well done everybody, lovely job, thank you for joining.